Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Michelle Kuo, and today I'm going to talk about a motion that is called "This House will criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle." So I'm going to point out some keywords first here. So the first one is criminalize. It's an action that is allowed, that is changed from allowed to do not to not allowed anymore, and these things can be snared by the law. So it's also mean turning something into something that is considered a crime and has a sanction if it's done by a person or organizations. So the second one, the second keyword here is recycle. Recycle is changing an item that has been used, or we can call it a trash, and into a new item or a new object that can be reused again and can be very useful for us. So the overall meaning of this motion is that this house will prohibit either a person or organizations that does not follow the rules, which is does not reuse waste. So I have some arguments here. The first one, why this system will be very good for the earth, that is because this will help save our earth by saving the energy in this earth. Because for the company to produce something new, again and again, it will certainly use a lot of energy, while our earth has been very drained of energy. For the example, like mining is usually used for the fuel of planes, cars, trains, motorcycles, and a lot of it use this fuel from the mining. So that's why this mining that is constantly being taken until it runs out, and if it's not stopped right now, it will eventually run out quickly in the future. So that's why with this recycle system, it will help to save the energy, and the company also don't need to use a lot of energy to produce something new every day. So it will help the earth, for the example, the mining, like that. And then also it will reduce the waste in the world. Like, I take the evidence from this world is from Jakarta, which often flooding everywhere and due to the accumulation of garbage in the river. So from this recycle system, it will make people reduce their waste and also help reducing people to throw their garbage in the river because they can use it again, and the waste from them, they can use it again and can be useful for them, so they don't have to constantly throw it away like that. And then it's also save natural resources in the world. With the reduction of trees in the world and increasing pollution in the world, it's getting hotter by the day. With this recycle system will certainly help the earth to get healthier, and also with this recycle system, it will help the next generation, where we can save natural resources, both forests, waters, and other natural resources. That way it will make the earth healthier and can last a long time to the next generation too. Because without this system, the earth will continue to be damaged, destroyed, and its existence in the world and the life of the next generation will not be guaranteed. So the second argument is that it will help people to be more responsible. For people who don't want to join in protecting the earth, then they should have to deal with the law. Since it couldn't be just one or two people doing this system, it had to be everyone in this world joining in on it. Therefore, those who do not want to join in on this, doing this system, then they have to deal with the law, and do not want to be participate in this system, they must snared by the law. The existence of this law is also become a solution so that people can and want to follow this new regulation and this new culture, because this is a new culture, and maybe it's a new thing for some people, so therefore the law is needed to help this system develop. Like for the example in Singapore, this as an example that has been very proven is in a country. Singapore is a country that is very strict on littering on the street or throwing your trash in the street. This country is very strict about these things, and this is quite successful, and it can be seen how clean this country is, and therefore this law will really help this recycle system to develop in the world. So it cannot be just the human, or it cannot be just the government, so they both have to work together to help to save our earth. And then the third argument is also can help to promote a non-consumptive lifestyle. So people now have consumptive habits. Consumptive here means using goods that are not actually needed for the people. So they just use it because they get attracted to this thing, but actually this thing is not really important for their daily life. So that's why it will help people to promote a non-consumptive lifestyle. So also from this recycle system can reduce people consumptive lifestyle habits, and this also helps the people's personal finances, and so it's very beneficial for all of us, for the government and also for the people in the country. So what we can do is a little by little, like, so it will really help a lot of humans, animals, trees, and which is we cannot control all of it, but we can start a little by little, and supported by the government law, it will develop the system a lot, and we can get the earth more healthier, and we can do it but by a little by little. But what I will do is, from what I use most often is a plastic. Plastic is very hard to be reused, but we can make it something new, make it something useful. Like what I usually do is a plastic I use again for a food container, and even a lot of craft that I made through it, such as pencil case, bags, wallets, and so on. So it can be very useful for all of us. So that's all from my arguments today. So thank you everyone, thank you ladies and gentlemen, good morning.